Welcome to this session on the intersection of artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. I'm Dr. Ala Jabbar Al-Maliki from the University Uttar Al-Malaysia School of Computing, and today we are looking at a specific development in social engineering, AI voice cloning. Your phone rings, you pick it up, and you hear your child or your partner on the other end crying. They say they've been in a car accident, the police are threatening arrest, and they need you to send money immediately to keep them out of jail. Your heart drops, and your primary instinct is to react. That voice is a lie. While you are panicking, your loved one is actually safe at home. The terror you hear is being generated by a computer using a digital ghost of their voice to target your life savings. This scenario plays out every day. Scammers are deploying generative synthesis to bypass logical defenses and exploit human emotion. They are using your own empathy as a weapon to breach your security. This chart shows the scale of the threat. In 2023, Americans reported losing $2.7 billion to imposter scams. The FBI's 2025 Internet Crime Report further highlights the rapid adoption of new tools, attributing nearly $900 million in reported losses specifically to AI-driven attacks. To understand the technology, we have to look at the vocal fingerprint. This diagram illustrates how an AI model deconstructs a voice into mathematical parameters. It maps the specific pitch, the emotional tone, the rhythmic cadence, and the unique accent of the speaker to create a blueprint for synthesis. Once the model has this blueprint, it can generate original speech that the person has never actually said. Advanced AI tools can now produce a convincing clone from an audio sample lasting only 3 to 10 seconds. These vocal fingerprints are sourced from our public digital footprints. A video posted to social media, a TikTok clip, or even a name stated clearly in a public-facing voicemail greeting provides the raw material an attacker needs to train a model. Because we broadcast our voices so frequently online, the barrier to impersonation has effectively vanished. Your voice is no longer a private biometric. It is data that can be harvested and reused. The attack delivery relies on manipulating trust. This diagram shows how scammers use caller ID spoofing to modify the data packets of a call. This makes the incoming number appear to be a trusted contact from your own phone book, removing your first reason to be skeptical. Once you answer, the script follows a predictable pattern. Scammers manufacture overwhelming urgency to trigger a fight or flight response, clouding your judgment. They demand absolute secrecy to ensure you remain isolated from anyone who might question the story. The request for payment is the most tangible indicator of a scam. Attackers require funds through channels that are untraceable and irreversible. If they ask for cryptocurrency or wire transfers or gift cards to resolve an emergency, you are listening to a script, not a loved one. Here is a challenge for your own defensive thinking. If the caller ID matches and the voice sounds perfect, how do you verify the situation without falling further into the trap? In this environment, you cannot rely on your ability to hear a digital glitch. The defense must shift from listening for audio artifacts to recognizing the structural patterns of the social engineering script itself. The most effective response to a high-pressure call is to hang up immediately. This one action severs the attacker's connection and breaks the cycle of manufactured panic. After you disconnect, take a moment to reset, then call that person back using the trusted number you have saved for them. By initiating the call yourself, you use a verified channel that the attacker cannot spoof. For an additional layer of security, establish a family safe word. Choose a random, memorable phrase known only to your inner circle. If a caller cannot provide this phrase during an emergency, their identity is not authenticated, and the scam fails. Corporate environments are also primary targets. In cases of CEO fraud, attackers use voice cloning to pressure finance departments into authorizing urgent, top-secret transfers. This tactic has been used to compromise employee accounts and bypass internal controls at major organizations like Charter Communications. Businesses must enforce voice-independent verification for high-risk actions. As shown in this flowchart, a voice request is blocked until a secondary verification, such as an internal secure message or a two-person approval process, is completed through a separate channel. This has created an AI versus AI arms race. Cybersecurity firms are now deploying detection algorithms to scan audio in real time. These tools look for microscopic anomalies in the frequency data that indicate a synthetic origin, catching details the human ear would miss. We have entered an era of zero trust for identity management. Because a voice can now be faked with high precision, it is no longer proof of personhood. Future security will depend on strict procedural verification rather than our own perception.